Hi, Warren Whitlock, bestsellerauthors.com, here with another Blog World interview. I have my good friend and napping coach, Sarah Robinson, with me. Hello, Sarah.
Hi, everyone.
Hi. Now, I understand that napping is important. It's not all that you do, but first, before we go any farther, tell us, what does a napping coach do?
A napping coach gives you permission to take a nap. That's what a napping coach does. I say, I hereby grant you permission. Don't.
I was sorry. I was starting to doze off. I've been taking your advice.
Have been taking my advice. But yeah, it's important for us to take naps. We all work really hard, so it's important for us to take naps.
Great. How could that be bad advice?
I know.
That's wonderful. Now, of course, once somebody learns that, you're going to help us. Some might say that if I'm taking a nap every day during the workday, that I'm a mediocre employee. What would you say to that?
I would say, on the contrary, you are being non-mediocre because you are resting when you're tired and working when you're at your best. And if you work when you're at your best, you'll produce your best work.
Oh, okay. Now, is there some place where we might find more tips about this?
Escaping-mediocrity.com is my blog. www.escaping-mediocrity.com is my blog.
Okay. Good. And it's full of tips to escape mediocrity.
It is. It's full of tips to escape mediocrity. It's also full of stories about how I screw up being an entrepreneur and the mistakes that I make.
The basic premise being that if Sarah Robinson can be a successful entrepreneur, anyone can. That's great.
Well, it's to really being an entrepreneur is tough. And it's really to normalize the fact that it's not all a bed of roses. It's not all fancy cars and fancy houses. It's a lot of hard work. You know that. It's a lot of hard work. And some days you know what you're doing, and some days you have no idea what you're doing, and you just do the best you can. Take a step toward the direction you want to go, and that's what we do every day.
That really sounds like describing me doing these kind of interviews. Usually when we start, I have no idea where it's going to wind up. And that's okay. Yeah, it is. In fact, what I call it, there's a chapter in our new book, Profitable Social Media, that talks about the sales system being serendipity selling.
Yes.
If you do all of this stuff right, good things start to happen.
I absolutely agree with that. And if you do all the right things, eventually good things do start to happen. And if you are doing all the right things and know that there are going to be days when it's really hard, and there are going to be days when you're doing the right thing and it doesn't feel like anything good is happening, and that's part of it. That's part of the entrepreneur's journey.
All right. So if I don't want to be a mediocre entrepreneur, I'm going to read your blog. Am I going to attend Blog World?
You are absolutely going to attend Blog World. Blog World is where everybody is. All the unmediocre people are at Blog World, and it's a great place to connect and see old friends and make new friends and do some really very unmediocre business deals. It's a great forum for that.
Great. Does every entrepreneur need a blog?
No. Not every entrepreneur needs a blog. Because if you don't like talking to people, if you want to be the entrepreneur that sends your people out to talk to people, you don't need to have the blog. Because a blog is about starting, creating, fostering, encouraging conversation with your tribe. That's what I call it. And if you have no interest whatsoever in doing that, and you put a blog up, everyone will get frustrated, including you. So don't do it if you're not ready, willing, and prepared to foster conversation.
And I'd add that if you are the person that doesn't want to be writing and putting yourself out there and doing that, it can benefit your business to have bloggers in your employ.
Yes.
So you can produce a blog without being a blogger per se,
Yes.
But opening up the channel of communication with your tribe is going to be good no matter how you do it.
You absolutely need to open up the channel of conversation with your tribe in whatever way is going to work and that you're committed to continuing to do.
Right. And so if, here's our suggestion. Let's put it out there because going to be broadcast to at least a couple of billion people. We're going to gang up on Rick and the crew at Blog World and say that for future Blog Worlds, when they come, there needs to be a napping station.
Totally needs to be a dark room, some music, some atmosphere, some relaxation so that people can take a quick nap, rest and recharge, come out charging again to take advantage of everything that's happening at Blog Worlds.
Especially the parties that last all night long.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks, Sarah Robinson.
Sure.
You're at Sarah Robinson on Twitter.
I am.
You certainly are. And if you want to escape mediocrity, go to her site and get to know Sarah Robinson. I'm Warren Whitlock, bestsellerauthors.com.